Now we move on to the financial and economic story of the year. We please welcome journalist and broadcaster with Bloomberg, Francine Lacqua, former judge at these awards, in fact.
It's there. It's there.
Once again, the judges were just thinking, what do we do with that music? Let's meet my dance partner. Once again, the judges were bowled over by the diversity and quality of the nominees, as the FPA's definition of what is an economic story is quite broad. All three finalists were described as standouts, and they thought that in a normal year, any one of them could have won. The first nomination is a Guardian long read from Sophie Elmhirst with Superprime Mover, Britain's most successful estate agent. The judges were very impressed with the quality of the writing in this quirky and unusual piece that lifted the lid on the activities of London's leading luxury estate agent. They found it gripping from the beginning and appreciated the humour in her writing. They praised the extraordinary access Sophie Elmhirst was given to produce this entertaining and intimate portrait of a man at the top of his field. The second nominees in this category are Andy Verity and Sarah Bowen with the Lowball Tapes for BBC Radio 4. This series on the Libor scandal was thought brilliant, as it was a dry subject made truly interesting, an impressive feat. A difficult technical story told very simply but superbly with great verve, which exposed the cover-up of a fraud ordered from the top of the financial system and the prosecution of 38 traders for something not regarded as a crime anywhere but in the UK. It made one judge's blood boil, as it was a story of such gross miscarriage of justice. And the final nomination in this category is from Isabel Young and Belle Cushing of Vice News with Undercover in Guyana. The judges were very impressed that Isabel Young went undercover in this fresh and extraordinary piece of journalism to expose how corruption in Guyana goes to the very top of government, and how she then fearlessly confronted the Guyanese vice president on camera about his own apparent corrupt dealings on huge multinational projects. The undercover nature of this story was sometimes scary to watch, but the payoff at the end was astonishing. One judge said, one of the best TV investigative reports I've ever seen. May I now invite Francine Lacqua to reveal the winner.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public face, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fear with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata, Francis C. Wakenham, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
London, make some noise! London, make some noise! London, if you love me, make some noise! London, make some noise! London, if you love me, make some noise!
Nana out na nung em. Ông hiểu. Nana out na nung em.
Nobody's making any noise. Nobody have time with those guys. But we just try to remind you, It's not that they're important, because, sometimes you have clown shows and we got to put them so that we can expose all of those clowns, the James Bond, the Figaro, what was it, McAllister, and these. So we got to expose those political clowns. It's not that they're important. It's not that they can take votes to the PPP. They can't. All they're doing is taking a hustling bag. They're taking their pie. I'm sure most of you, or some of you, should know what pie means. They're taking their pie so that they could put little crumbs inside and want to fool you. Tonight in Linden, it's the 8th of August, right? In Linden, guess what? Not a single person turned out. Can you guys make some noise if you're from Linden, please? Make some good noise. Not them kind of make some noise. Subdrinka Bond was in Linden. The Katahar, the Korhi, that so-called Bishop Edgel, he was in Linden tonight. Figaro, who lives in Linden, and they couldn't bring out more than 8 persons. Could you believe it? It was embarrassing at Poker Street. They carried tambourine balls for the people. They carried mitai, all sorts of things. They tried to sweet talk the people. Poker Street, First Alley, Second Alley, and so forth. And the people didn't go out. People were walking. People were booing them. I mean, the reports that we were getting is that people had ganda eggs. But we don't. You guys know what ganda eggs mean, right? But don't do it, please. Don't get down to any violence. Don't waste your ganda eggs. Don't do it. Don't waste your eggs. Go and fry the good eggs, but don't waste your eggs, man. They're not worth it. They're not worth your time. You just make mockery of them. Somebody said that Bond was in, Victoria, walking around with a Bajan accent. Oh, we going by, we build this world. These Bonners ain't get no shame. They don't. I don't know. I've told Bond a while now, because those guys have no shame. I said, come on to the U.S. Let's take a cup of coffee. Jump on a plane. I'm sure he can come to the U.S., can't he? That's another story. Sorry, I'm not saying anything. Neither am I insinuating anything at all. People have been talking about a list of persons to be sanctioned and so forth. If Bond ever comes to the U.S., I'll take a cup of coffee. But then again, a list of sanctions? Nah, don't tell me Bond could ever be on a sanction list. Don't tell me that. Come on. Anyway, September 1st. Let's focus on September 1st, mind you. September 1st is elections, and I hope you guys are preparing to go out there and vote. Vote the corrupt PPP out of office. They've got to go. Every single thing for these people is hustle, 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 hustle. And the other thing I want you guys to be careful with, don't be distracted at all. We keep saying it. Do not be distracted. Every single day is some sort of distraction and distraction and distraction. If it's not Amir, some Amir, whatever Amir, Sheriff, I believe, if he says something, then Azruddin Mohammed says something, and the crew back, and that is, and back and forth. I've never seen Guyana gone way down to the gutter. Guyana gone. Every single day is dotishness. It's like, where's the decency, man? Where is it? Where is it? When politics used to be real politics. Real politics. Now you get any and any paku, any and any nimakaram. People get a microphone, they get turn on it and just talk, dotishness. All manner of things happening in Guyana. I have never seen Guyana the way it is. Never. On the campaign trail, when some of these leaders are going to, we want to see family values on the campaign trail as well, man. Return to family values and all these sort of things. Don't tell me it's 2025 and things have changed and we got this and we got something is happening in Guyana, man. And I don't know, where are the true pastors, the apostles? Where are they? I know they have a few of them. Something is not right. Something is not right. Something that is going on in Guyana that is not right. You know, the lack of leadership of a country and the people perish. Is that what it is? What is happening in Guyana? I don't know for a moment. Can somebody pause for a moment and say, what is happening in Guyana? In fact, the things that we would probably, condemn in a sense is relevant. You want to see me get a big show? You want to see thousands of people? Let me behave bad. Let me cuss up. Let me stand up and wind up. Right now, wind up. Take off my shirt. You're gonna see a big audience, a huge audience, right? Look, let me get up and do some. Let me get up and dance, man. How many of you think I should just get up and dance and go on and talk up and get a stack of cash in my pocket? Furthermore, look, man, look. Glad you guys can't see how much, right? What has happened to Guyana? What has happened to Guyana? You tell me. But let's stop for a moment and let's talk some good things, right? Hello, good night. How are you guys doing? And we're going to talk about the development of Guyana and how to go out and vote and ensure that you vote the corrupt PPP out of office. And they have to go out of office so that we can remember, the good days will be back again. But you can only get the good days back if you go out there and you vote the corrupt PPP out of office. Y'all don't want to hear that, right? Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear broke out. Yeah. Get up, shake up, dance up, wind up. That seems to be the going thing. That seems to be the going thing at this moment. And so, people, how many of you already shared here? Y'all ain't sharing nothing. But I bet if I get up, start walk on my hands, start flick or whatever we call it in Guyana, shake up, dance up, take off my shirt, rip it off, all manner of things. Yeah, you go still quick. Hey, bench up on. Dance up, jump on this chair, shake up. Right? Guys, it's Friday night. It's Friday night. All sort of things. All you try there. Bacchanal. This is the Bacchanal generation, it seems like, right? The Bacchanal generation. Y'all are distracted. The things, and y'all quick to think that, y'all don't fall for certain things. Y'all know exactly what I'm trying to say. Don't fall for certain things. Don't be distracted. People got their personal war going on. Personal war they got going on. And some of you guys get caught up in them people and their personal war. Every day is dotish bacchanal. Every single day, that is what it is, guys. And what I'm trying to say is, keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused. That is what you got to do. That is exactly what you got to do. Let's go to the phone and let's talk to this guy here, man. Strimpy. Tomorrow is a big night. Big, huge night. It's a backyard party, but it's going to be kept at Woodbine Ballroom. Strimpy is on the line with us. Strimpy, what's going on tomorrow night at Woodbine Ballroom, sir? Talk to us.
Okay. Good night, Mark, and good night, everybody that is listening and watching. As everybody familiar that every year we have a party in our backyard here in Brentwood. But because we moved and where we live in, there's no backyard, so I did not want to give up my fans and my friends. I was like, you know what? Let's go meet them in Brooklyn, and we booked the Woodbine, and everybody was happy because people used to say, "Simply, you live in far, but you live in far," you know. So it's better now that we're in Brooklyn tomorrow night. It's going to be a bang, a big, big bang. Trust me. We're going to have a real good time. And the food is Guyanese style. Trust me, Guyanese style. My sister-in-law is here from Guyana, from the restaurant. My wife is here. We have a lot of help. We have security at the door. And it's going to be great fun. Great, great fun.
So you have taken the backyard from your backyard to Woodbine Ballroom. I noticed the tickets are $30, dinner included with tickets and all manner of things. How are tickets coming by, and how can people call you right now and purchase a couple of tickets?
Well, right now, as you're speaking to me, I had to hang up on somebody because I saw your name on the screen, and I have to call the person back. From since this morning, the phone ringing, dinging, tickets. And people were also asking me if it's more at the door. No, at the door is the same price. We cannot do that. But my advice to everybody, you got to be there very early. The doors open at 8 o'clock. Trust me, by 10 o'clock, that place is going to be rampant.
So who are some of the DJs tomorrow there? I noticed they got some folks there. Who are some of these DJs?
Yeah. Number one, we'll be playing through one of the best song system here in Brooklyn, Lady Supreme. Everybody knows her. Her name is Hannah. And she's also a DJ. And Super Terry, one man's band. Then we have DJ, I would say VDJ, V like Victor. VDJ means he's a video disc jockey. Whatever he plays, you see it on a big screen. Then we have the Quinn, Cleveland Harley Quinn coming from Maryland, another DJ, and of course myself. And we got carried until they clean.
All right. So tomorrow night is it's going to be at Woodbine Ballroom. You never know. You guys may see me there. If you see me, just understand it's me. Leave me in the corner, let me dance and enjoy myself, and that's it. So tomorrow, Woodbine Ballroom is in Brooklyn. That is where everyone is going to be jam packed. Make sure you take the mic and remind people that September 1st is elections too, right, Shrimpy?
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about that. People will call me also today about the dress code. The dress code is just like summer. You know, blue, green, red. It doesn't.
Now you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding, man. Come on. Don't do that to us, please. Don't do that.
No,
Don't mention
summer clothes. Whatever
summer.
color you wear.
For a moment, you got to clarify because some people might be thinking you're saying some clothes, some summer clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, summer.
So
Different colors.
Shrimpy,
Colors.
quickly. What's your phone number right now so that hundreds of people could call you and buy out all them tickets right now? What's your phone number?
631. You can put it on the screen.
No. We don't have to do all of that. You don't direct us.
805 7923.
Can you repeat that number?
631 805 7923.
And folks, call Shrimpy right now. 631 805 7923.
Yes.
All right. Call Shrimpy right now because every ticket you guys purchase, Shrimpy may throw something at our end here at 107.1 FM. Call Shrimpy right now and purchase your tickets, guys. Call right now. Woodbine Ballroom in Brooklyn. Wear your colors. If you got to wear green pants, green hat, whatever color you want to wear. But wear the right color. Sorry about that, Shrimpy. I had to chip that one in. But thank you so much. Please give my regards to your wife and God bless you guys.
Right now, they're preparing in the kitchen there for everything, for tomorrow.
Thank you, Shrimpy. We appreciate it. God bless.
Thank you, Mark, for having me. Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
Should be telling us they're preparing and who preparing and what preparing. We on the phone and he talking about food. All right. You guys go out there on your numbers and support that event at Woodbine Ballroom tomorrow. It's August 9th tomorrow. It's going to be good. I know some of you guys are going to be there. Patricia Kissoon is going to be there. All of you guys, Carl Miller, Neville Sital is going to take a trip out of Madhya, and he's going to be in Brooklyn as well. All right. Hey, guys, what else you guys want us to talk about tonight? Tell me. I mean, it's a busy night. They got people with their microphones all over in Guyana, street corner meetings, and all sort of things that's going on. All sort of things that's going on there. Street corner meetings. Hey, guys, can you pay attention? Civic? Is Civic listening to us or is Civic just typing away? Right? Good night to Civic. Whatever happened to this Paku? Has he been dumped in jail as yet? Because he's been sentenced for fraud. But why is it the PPP loves to protect these fraudsters, these convicts? Why is it the PPP loves to protect these vagabonds? He played a trick. He put himself in a wheelchair. I don't know if this is the same wheelchair. He should have been in the wheelchair in the elevator. And that guy, for those of you, if you know, you know. But where is this vagabond? Where is he? He's in hiding, right? The PPP covers up for these criminals. You know, Muna run till they catch him. He couldn't continue with that fraud for too long. He couldn't. And then these are the folks who call themselves, they're activists, they're this, they're gangsters, they're not even gangsters, they're petty flatfoot hustlers. That's who they are. Shame on the PPP regime. Shame on those vagabonds. Every single one of them. Now, take a look at this guy. Do you recognize him? Do you know who he is? Tell me, do you know who this guy is? All right. Just in case, though, his name is Wilson. Policeman Wilson. He was protecting a known business, quote unquote, mind you, because these days I hardly call people business people. Some people I'm uncomfortable addressing them as business people, especially in Guyana. Some of these guys hit a bunch of crookishness, you know, some of these so-called business guys. But let's stay focused. This guy Wilson, see Mout? He says it all, right? And so the APNU folks had their meeting next to some guy named Alfonso or whatever, some Fanzo. And in doing that, guess what? They called the police. And Dr. Terence Campbell and others were there. They called the police to say that they do not want APNU meeting to be held there, that it is their property, their land. Lo and behold, the land is actually reserve, government reserve. And those vagabonds at some wherever it is, Alfonso or whatever, called this chap here. This chap, Wilson. Wilson could hardly speak like that. I don't know who these guys, and they're members of the Guyana Police Force. And these guys feel that it is part of their responsibilities to protect business or so-called business people who are connected to the PPP regime. That is what they do. We see what they've done to destroy the Guyana Police Force with these so-called overnight rich people, whether they're drug lords, gold smugglers, whatever they are. Most of them, if you sit down and you try to understand how they got rich, some of y'all will get belly pain. But they're presenting themselves as though they're legitimate business people. Legitimate business people, my head. Sorry about that, man. I get carried away when I said my head. Almost sound like Wayne Caesar, Otto Martin, and those guys, right? The highlighter and those guys. Anyways, good night to all of those other guys who may be watching. So Joy Phillips is asking, Ooh-ee. Joy Phillips will say ooh-ee. Well, this guy, ooh-ee, right? This guy is the guy who was basically very disrespectful towards APNU folks. He was disrespectful towards Terrence Campbell, Dr. Terrence Campbell. And you got to call people doctor when they earn their PhD. Some Pakus in Guyana never earned their PhDs, but yet they want to be called doctors because they get some paid honorary doctorate. Y'all know one of them, right? And so back to this guy. Wilson, shame on you. Shame on you. You're being used and you don't even know. Shame on you, Wilson. I'm disappointed. Shame on you. You behave worse than a hooligan. And that is how they have you guys. All of you guys. The corrupt PPP regime. And tonight, this policeman gets the award. Let me say this to Wilson and others. Do not sin your souls for the corrupt PPP regime, because it may come back to haunt you guys. It may. The world is watching. People are watching. These things are being registered. They're being videotaped. And I'm urging members of the Guyana Police Force, do not get yourselves in trouble, because you are stopping, you're preventing people from exercising their democratic rights. It is a crime. It is a crime in countries that value democracy. And people are watching. And if these policemen and some policewomen, if they believe that they can do the dirty works of the corrupt PPP regime and corrupt business people, then there will be consequences in time to come. And what I mean by consequences is if you love to travel, Wilson, these things can affect you. I'm just saying it. These things can affect you when you do dirty work for a corrupt government and for questionable business people. Let this be an example that you would never do it again. Now let's go to this girl, this guy, this Kwame. Now he's walking around with millions of dollars, taxpayers' dollars, and they claim that they're campaigning. But this guy seems to be on a different mission. He's going around holding boys' hands. This is a guy who was on tape, a tape recording, soliciting sex from an underage schoolboy. This is an individual who is known for going after little boys as a sexual predator. This is an individual who was kicked out of Tortolia, I believe, for questionable acts. Kicked out, deported for nasty, nasty things done in Tortolia. But here he is in Guyana as a so-called government minister, walking around, and he is mingling amongst boys, and especially little boys. So when I saw this sort of handshake, take a look at the handshake, guys, and understand exactly what I'm. Take a look at the handshake. That handshake tells a lot. That handshake is a squeezing handshake that could lead to a piece of house lot. I'm sorry about that, guys. It can lead to a piece of house lot, right? So these are the vagabonds who are in office, and they have to go. By every legal means necessary, they have to go. Now I ask, oh, by the way, I don't know who this guy is. Move away from Kwame. But I don't know who this guy is. But these guys have to stop interfering. He was with this guy, this jagabat of a policeman. So the two of them were together. So I don't know what's going on and why they're stopping people from exercising their democratic rights. So I don't know who this guy is, but this policeman, he got deputy Medi and stopped doing dirty works for corrupt government officials and their cronies in the so-called business community. Good night again to all of you. Now, look, after this elections, people are going to change up. I swear, seriously, that when I saw this photograph, I know how the PPP is going to use these vagabonds. It's like I just look at the hard work. Let's look at Jormin here. Jormin Figueroa. This is the work they got him doing. You wouldn't see them putting Robert Passat to do that. On his knees, clipping flags. You wouldn't see them putting any of these. You think Priya Manik-Chan would do this? No, they wouldn't put Priya to do this. They wouldn't put Zulfikar Mustafa to do that. They wouldn't. But they put Jormin Figueroa. By the time Jormin Figueroa finished doing all these things, including sharing out Mirror newspaper and going at corners and lie, by the time September 1st, Jormin Figueroa would look like this. Yep. A resemblance. By the time September 1st, this is how the PPP will have Jormin Figueroa looking. It's a shame and disgrace. I don't know if these guys, Jormin Figueroa and them, they don't have shame. Look at what Jormin turned to now. By the time September 1st, this is Jormin Figueroa. He wouldn't even have the strength to turn and say, Lyndon, make some noise if you love me. He wouldn't be able to say that any longer. He would be saying, Lyndon, give me some Ed Olive. Some Ed Olive, cook up if you love me. Shame on the PPP for doing all of this here, man. Look what they got Jormin Figueroa turned into. Oh, man. Oh. Poor Jormin. What about Fat Boy?
Irrigation system in this community is better. It's better today because you have a government who already puts the people first. And the people...
I heard he went to somewhere there in Linden and he was telling people, I don't know how accurate it is, he's telling people what he said, you think I got time with the PPP? And, you know, I like these guys in a sense that when they're around Jack Dave and Irfan and them, they tell them one thing. But when they collect a little small raise and they go back into their areas and so forth, I love how they're cursing the PPP quietly. Some of them are saying that they're taking the PPP money and they may get time with the PPP. They're taking others' money and they may get time with the others. And you know what I mean when I say the others, right? Taking their stuff and get time with them. Kudos. I like what I'm hearing. Honestly, I do like what I'm hearing. What's going on in your neck of the woods? I see you guys are busy in the comment section. Waveney Medas, Alexander, how are you? Linda Ford skinning your teeth. Kya. I don't know what they're skinning their teeth about, but I suspect that. Let's go back to Jormin Figueroa. What, according to our operator, who has said that this is a image of Jormin Figueroa come September 1st. We'll probably show you James Bond, but oops, let's remove that handcuff. I don't know why our operator is like that. We said James Bond and Bop show handcuff. Come on. What's happening in the judiciary, guy? So, guys, here's what happened. The PPP is setting this whole thing up. They already got GCOM covered. They're rigging at GCOM. That is what they are going to do. They're rigging. Y'all think Claudette Singh cares? You think she concerned? All she wants to do is to ensure that they rig so that she can hand the government over again to corrupt PPP regime. That is what they're there for. So here what Jack Dale and Irfan they decided. They're going to send the acting chancellor of the judiciary. They are going to send her on leave so that the acting chancellor will be replaced by the acting chief justice. Look, that's the acting chief justice, Roxanne George Wiltshire. Roxanne George. Yep. Wiltshire. Roxanne George Wiltshire. Well, Wiltshire, right? Good. You guys got that message there. And this other guy, Navindra, is it Navindra Singh? So Navindra Singh is the acting chief justice. Roxanne George Wiltshire is the acting chancellor. Roxanne George Wiltshire is said to be pro-PPP. Navindra Singh is said to be pro-PPP. Now, they might argue, oh, no, they're not. Oh, they're just doing their job. Oh, come on. Let's save it. Let's stop beating around the bush. We understand the rulings. We know what those rulings are. We know what they're about. So it's not a crime to say that Roxanne George Wiltshire is sympathetic towards the PPP. That we got to stop beating around the bush. Navindra Singh has always indicated, he went to Essequibo, he said the development in Essequibo, many of us can read between the lines. We know exactly what it's about. So you got two, according to the man, woman in the streets, we got two pro-PPP justices. Pro-PPP. Do you think after the election, September 1st, do you think any of these folks, the now acting Chief Justice, do you think he would go against the PPP? Now let's switch over now to Roxanne George Wiltshire. Do you think she will go against the PPP in any elections case? Oh, no. Now let's get back into the PPP setting things up. Now that's just my opinion, mind you. I'm entitled to my opinion. Am I not? Because these guys in Guyana feel as though because they're in some position, you can't criticize them. Because they're judges, you can't criticize them. Because they're magistrates, you can't criticize them. Because they're chief justice acting and acting chancellor, you can't criticize them and so forth. And I grew up in a society where you criticize them. And you say whatever you want to say about them. And so tonight I'm saying that the PPP is setting these guys, setting the stage to rig the elections. And then when they rush to the courts, they expect judges that are sympathetic towards them to, you know what I mean, rule in favor of the PPP. Because if any of these justices right now on the screen, if any one of them rules against the PPP in some big case, I'd be surprised. I'll be surprised. And so the rigging is already in motion. Now, I'm not saying that these individuals, Roxanne George Wiltshire and Navindra Singh, are part of any rigging. No. But when the PPP, when they finish with their rigging at GCOM, and once they are caught and the matter goes to court, then is when they will depend now on their friend, Navindra Singh, and their friend, Roxanne George Wiltshire. That's it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but y'all got to keep y'all eyes on the prize. Keep y'all eyes on the prize because the PPP is setting up to rig the elections. This rigger with the R, rigger. They are setting the motion to rig the elections. Why you think this rigger keeps talking about landslide? Yes, this rigger, Irfan Jagdeo, keeps talking about landslide. They know what they're doing. So when they take hundreds of people to Linden and take photographs and make it appear as though it's a Linden crowd, they are setting the stage to rig the elections. And to say that because of that so-called showing in Linden, that they were able to win Linden. So they're setting the stage. It must not happen. You guys must be vigilant. You guys must ensure that you see something, you hear something, you say something, and so you expose them. If you have a camera and you see some sort of illegal activity that's happening, video it. Turn your camera on. Video it. Send the video to either me, you send it to any other legitimate social media person, if you know what I mean. Those who are on your side. You should know by now who's on your side. Who are the folks who are on your side? The right side. Good. All right. So what else is happening? It's Friday. It's Friday. Somebody asked me about this guy. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he has a resemblance of James Bond, if you ask me. Yep. By time September 1st, that's James Bond right there. Put aside the gun and the little drugs and the weed and thing. So now, 84-year-old guy, this matter done. And I'm putting this up here not to laugh this guy, because a couple of weeks ago we spoke about it. I don't know why they planted this thing on this man. I don't know why they arrested this man. I don't know why they're trying to embarrass this man. Send this guy home, man. We all know that the gun is not his gun. We know that the weed is not his weed. This man ain't got no weed mouth. But he got big nose, though. All right, sorry about that. Oh, man. Somebody said that's James Bond. By the time now on September 1st, that's James Bond. But whoever this guy is, though, I do hope that the charges were dropped against him. And you send the 84-year-old man, he sit on home, man. We know somebody planted that stuff on him and just gave him to hold, and that was the end of it, right? Now, here is what somebody reminded me today, that the PPP is in serious trouble. The PPP is in serious trouble because there's a possibility that thousands of their supporters will stay home. Thousands of their supporters wouldn't go out and wouldn't vote. Don't be fooled that they're going to silently vote for some other party. Y'all don't fall for the blues. The blue movie, y'all don't fall for the blues. But what I do know is thousands of PPP supporters are fed up, and they are saying quietly that they're not going to go out and vote. I say kudos to those individuals. Y'all, if y'all don't want to vote for any other party, y'all stay home. Y'all do not vote. That is how you register your disgust with the PPP regime. People in Blackbush Polder and other places do not vote for the PPP. Do not vote for the PPP. Do not do that. Do not vote for the PPP. Do not. All right. So what else is happening, guys? What else is happening at your end of the world? What else is happening? What else is happening? Talk to me. I'm reading your stuff. What else is happening in your neck of the woods? The PPP is in trouble. The PPP is in serious trouble. Serious trouble. That is what's happening right now in Guyana. And they're doing everything possible to rig the elections. I repeat, every single thing possible to rig the elections. Every single thing. All right, what else is happening? Neville Sital, what is happening in Madhya? What is happening, guys, out in Corriverton? how many of you know that in Corriverton they have Little India, Little Africa? What's going on in those two communities? Little India, Little Africa. Jagde, they wouldn't want you to see Little Africa, neither Little India. And then these are the vagabonds in the PPP regime who love to give the impression that Guyana is like a little Dubai. Guyana is like a little Dubai. That is what's happening. I don't know, guys. Sometimes, yeah. You see me on air, and stay on air. All right. 55 minutes after 9 o'clock. What else is happening in your neck of the woods? Suddenly, this whole thing like this whole thing gone down a little. It died down. You hear what's going on? Adriana Young. You just get a little echoing from individuals who really don't care, never care about justice. Alima justice for Adriana. Adriana Young's family needs They need real justice. And this matter should not be swept under the rug like scores of other matters. They should not be allowed to be swept under the rug. And a real government, not just pia Christmas blow, a real government with real people, real patriots, people who understand how to run a government, will be able to ensure that there is justice, not just for Adriana Young's family, but for almost all the other victims. A real government would do that. And that is why it's important that when you vote on September 1st, you vote for a good government, a good set of people who can get the job done. Running a government is not about Christmas blow and about emotions and all these sort of things. It's not about emotions. It's about good policies. It's about articulating those good policies and ensuring that it can be executed. This is not a show. It is not a show at all. It is not a comedy show also. And you guys have to understand that. Running a government is serious business. You've got to have serious people around you. Y'all know what I mean, right? Serious business. You should turn to your neighbor Damien and others and say, politics is serious business. Right now, it's just like a show. It's a show, skin teeth, laugh, distraction. I bet Burnham must be turning in his grave right now. Even Chetty. And those guys are turning in their graves because look at what Guyana turned to now. Any and any Paku, any and any Lagubagu, any and any Katahar, any and any Korhi and Chamar could set them a run and them a do this. And what can they do for Guyana? What can they do for Guyana? I don't know. The PPP has destroyed the country, and their cronies that they've had close together milked the country of billions and billions of dollars, deprived you taxpayers of so many different things, from infrastructure to better health care and all these manner of things. Today you walk into a hospital, they hardly have beds. They don't provide for the public hospitals. Take a walk in New Amsterdam Hospital. Take a walk in Port Morant Hospital. Mybe Curie Hospital in Blackbush Pola. Skeldon Hospital. Mackenzie Hospital. And all these things. Take a walk and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Rundown health centers. You guys know those nice health centers where the ladies and little boys and girls and so forth and men too would go to the health centers. They have one at, where is it, Kildonan? And then they have another health center somewhere at Wimside or somewhere, and Port Morant and those things. Where are those health centers under a corrupt PPP regime? And so instead of giving the millions of dollars to build and to equip these hospitals, not with expired drugs that is being shipped into the country by their friends and cronies. Gosh, the coalition was good. Coalition wasn't perfect, but they repaired the health centers. They repaired the hospitals. And with that, remember, every week, 2-3 women giving birth die at childbirth, and all manner of things, dozens under a corrupt PPP regime. So when they come to you now and tell you that they care, it is scary. Because only now they care. Only now they're concerned that 800 policemen and women are set to be promoted. 800. A mere 2 or 3 weeks before elections. Suddenly they care about the policemen and women that they have abused, that they have disrespected, that they have starved. They're never concerned about giving them proper wages or even concessions, incentives, give them house lots and all these things. No, they weren't concerned about that. They were more concerned about giving their friends and their cronies all sorts of duty-free concessions for fancy cars, fancy motorbike, fancy trucks. All these things. Give their friends and cronies hundreds of acres of land to dredge, to do this. Hundreds of acres of land, house lots. 83,000 acres of house lot given to the Mohammeds. As a result of what? Is that how a country should be run? No. The ordinary man, woman have been taken for granted far too long. Under a corrupt PPP regime, the police force destroyed. Talk to policemen and women. They will tell you the bulk of them want to do their job. Well, some of them want to do the bidding of wicked and corrupt people. And his name is Wilson. Shame on them. But in order, as the people in the opposition would say, in order for Guyana to grow, the PPP has to go. How much longer do you want to suffer? Wait, is suffer y'all like suffering? And some of these people come like snake salesman, selling snake oil salesman, believing that they could save you. Believing that they could save Guyana. So you're grabbing one corrupt set of people and dash the country in the hands of another set, a bunch of corrupt individuals? You can't do that. Do not do that. Save Guyana, not save an individual. I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. It's 3 minutes after 10 o'clock. What else is what else are you guys saying here? Let me see. All right. I don't know, George Tanner. You know, I don't know George personally, but George oftentimes come here, and George is like so much venom. Like George had a childhood days when them, you know, grew up rough. And he's taking out his anger here. He's saying, using the F word, that F off. And I don't know, George Tannen, it's not like this is a Kingdom Hall or anything, but we don't communicate like this. You're taking after Francine Cruz. Don't do that, George. Don't come here and curse people, Tannen. No, man. George Tanner, don't do that, my friend. You can articulate better. You can communicate better than that. Now, George, I know everybody frustrated and all these sort of things, but you're not. That is not allowed here. No, man. I'm looking at them. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is not the show for that. 650,000. What is it? $650,000 US dollars a month to Jack Deere friends and cronies. Ah, Father. It's Friday night. I'm heading out of here. I'm going to go and I'm going to probably so George Tanner said that he was then I know he was above me. And George Tanner, yeah, man. Yeah, whether I know you or not, we can communicate better, man. Oh, man. I know you mean well. I know you're frustrated and everything, but we can do better, my brother. We can do better. We can do better. You know? All right. Anything else you guys want to hear before we go? Let me say, oh gosh, Trench Crapo is here. Visual coward that say only you can save Guyana. That Crapo, Barra Jack Dale, cannot save Guyana. He has destroyed Guyana. So Visho or Visho, whatever your name, put that in your pipe and smoke it. They have destroyed Guyana. The evidence is there. Stop stifling yourself, man. Stop it. Gosh. All right. I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Wayne Caesar is going to be here tomorrow. At I think either 7 or 8 o'clock. Wayne is going to be here tomorrow on 107.1 FM. But for now, my name is Mark Benshap. God bless you all. I'll be back, and you might be lucky to see me. Crystal Pepper, yeah? What's going on, man? At Woodbine. Don't forget Woodbine Ballroom tomorrow. Woodbine is in Brooklyn on Church Avenue, a stone's throw away from our studio. Right there in Church Avenue, Woodbine Ballroom. I'll go in there, tap me on the shoulder. Let's take a drink. Take a drink, guys, and prepare for September 1st elections. Go out and support Shrimpy. He deserves it. DJ Shrimpy, Woodbine Ballroom. Pack up the place tomorrow. I'm out of here, guys. God bless you, and continue to pray for that beautiful Guyana. Forget about those who begging for love. Linden, love, and Linden. Forget about them. Forget about them. God bless you. So long.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout, and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fear in the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock up.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su? My relationship? Nothing. He's a tenant in my place, yeah.
And he's a good friend of yours?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata, Francis Vietnam. And since 1965, I become a voter. And I always place my ex next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by 1 vote, they're losing it by data.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
No way come to the country. Different country I live. Black Bush I live. The fucking police. Yeah. No way I come to somebody. I live with mama papa. Over here.
So it's in the rice price.
The rice price something I do. I go talk to him and somebody. Then I talk to why I come tell why nothing.
My name is Linden Shaka Tukumbo Afro Wellington Bavarians. My name is Linden Shaka Tukumbo Afro Wellington Bavarians. My name is Linden Shaka Tukumbo Afro Wellington Bavarians.
Irrigation system in this community is better. It's better today because you have a government who already puts the people first.
London, make some noise! London, make some noise!
In my opinion, the performance. In my opinion, the. In my opinion.